And that's okay. So I went to HalloweenForums.com, and that's where it started. And it's one of those things. Haunters we have these great visions in our head, and we want to create them, but you have to look at all these like household items and how you can build. Now, of course, when you find something that works, you're going to pass it on to other people. So haunters have this huge community out there that where we have different forums where we'll talk about, hey, I tried this and I did this, and this does this, or like this. These all started with craft pumpkins, and these are kind of a basic style, which is cotton balls and latex. You carve them and you use cotton balls and latex. That's the very first style I learned, and I started doing these very basic ones in a style that I learned from another haunter. But I wanted more, so I started evolving. And if you look, you see the one with all the ridges on their faces, and now that's something where I took the haunter style of the cotton balls and latex, and then I took Great Stuff foam and built up features on their faces and built them up and used the cotton balls and latex to create a completely different creation with something that I learned from them. Like, I know other people do the PVC with the heat gun, but I didn't know that at the time. This is kind of my thing. The garden hose with the Great Stuff texturing, I haven't seen a lot of people use the Great Stuff texturing like I do. But everybody, all the pool noodles that I did this year for all the branches and all the trees, that was learned from a haunt called Oak Lane Cemetery. And he did these cool pool noodle roots. And I'm like, that is the answer to how I recreate the Ravenwood from the Ravenfell Chronicles, is the pool noodles. So my whole yard was filled with pool noodles this year as I transformed them into trees. We all learn things from people, and we experiment with things and try different things, and some things fail and some things work, and it's
one of the questions that we get asked is, oh, you must have been really good in art class and taken all these art courses. I'm not that great in art, but I'm crafty. It's you look at stuff and you look at, how can I use this? How can I repurpose this? There's a lot of stuff that I'll look at and he'll tell me, I think it's trash. He'll tell me, save it. We're probably going to use it for something, and we end up using it for something. It's like broken bones from broken skeletons. We repurpose all of those. Like the fence that we redid this year, that was all repurposed from our old fence that we had. So we don't just throw stuff away. We think about what we can use with it. And
do you see the mess back here? Our old